My friends, just when I think the establishment media, just when I think the corporate media can't go any lower, they do. National Public Radio today, I was driving in the car listening to it, was criticizing the opportunism of Trump and how the mayor of New Orleans didn't want him there. Well, the people wanted him there, and they wanted the trucks and food he brought, and they wanted to see that a presidential candidate, the nominee of the Republican Party, actually cared. But that isn't even the issue. It was George W. Bush who had his Katrina moment when he said, "You're doing a great job, Brownie," to the guy that got the job over FEMA because he bred Arabian horses or something and hung out with the Saudi royal princes. And then Bush didn't show up for 4 or 5 days. And then when he did show up, he was, just basically going around doing photo ops saying everybody's doing a wonderful job. He wasn't out there handing people food, cooking food, going in and talking to community groups, surveying things. He was in and out. Okay, I kind of got that criticism. I mean, I wasn't a fan of George W. Bush. Obama is on another vacation. He's played 300 rounds of golf already since he got in at Martha's Vineyard alone. He's on another vacation. The guy doesn't work half the time. And puts out a memo that we shouldn't see any racism in Louisiana or other flooded areas. So it's like, it's okay he didn't show up, just like unemployment doubled under Obama. It's okay because he's fighting racism. It's crazy. And then Hillary phones it in and doesn't show up. Like 2 days ago, when this flood, really became apparent how bad it was, Leanne McAdoo was already, trying to work out some plans that we're launching tomorrow to try to just organize listeners to give to some of the local charities of food, diapers, stuff like that. I was never even thinking is Hillary going to go in there and grandstand, or will Obama do it when they should at least go and try to help people? What is crazy for me is I didn't even think of this as political as this was happening. I just don't think that way. But the political class that used all this against Bush has done something 5 times worse and isn't even going while they're on vacation playing golf, and Hillary isn't going, and then Trump goes, and they basically imply he's a devil. So let's go over here and pull up some of these articles since I mentioned these. And this is just amazing. Drudge, as usual, has the best coverage of it. Trump turns president in Louisiana as Obama chills on vacation. And he helps the flooded. We knew you'd be here. Thanks first responders. Unload supplies from a truck. Drives through hard-hit neighborhoods. Mary Landrieu thanks him. Obama offends victims with discrimination memo. Clinton phones it in. But again, I'm going to say this before I get back to this article. Think about how crazy this is, that if you're not on Infowars.com or DrudgeReport.com or other sites that are just nationalistic and common sense, like Breitbart or Daily Caller, whatever the case, WorldNet Daily, everywhere else, it is on the news that Trump is horrible and everyone hates him in Louisiana, when that's not true. The raw videos are on Infowars.com. So see, to actually go and care about people, and that's what a president's supposed to do, is to bring attention to things, to give people hope, to unify, to execute. And we've got these asleep at the switch executives that just screw this country over, let TB come in across the border, all these diseases, ship our jobs overseas. There really is an attitude of pissing on Americans, because Obama already wants his job as the head of the IMF or the World Bank or the UN. It's sick to watch these people. And it's like the Clintons gave 97% of their charity money to themselves and their own foundation. They steal almost all the money from the Haitian kids. But it's okay because Bill Clinton's the first black president. It's just crazy to see the media get in line and go along with this. But bottom line, they cannot override the optics of this, that Trump would go like any president or major presidential candidate would do, and that they just don't give a damn. And this is 3 days into this. Again, Obama irks Louisiana flood victims with memo warning them not to discriminate. What the? I mean, it's just injecting division and fear and fighting on every front. And again, that's their excuse for jobs or a future. Black unemployment doubling. It doesn't matter because he's going to fight racism. It's just this catch-all they just throw at you. It really is a let them eat cake moment. Here's another one. You can go watch these videos on Infowars.com and see the diverse, multicultural crowds out there. They do not want you to see this, folks. They do not want people to understand what's happening. Here's Donald Trump saying, hey, Obama, get off the golf course.
Hard times for many in this country. I just got back from a tour of the suffering and devastation in Louisiana. Perhaps you can tell by the way I'm dressed. Just got off the plane. It was actually incredible. The spirit of the people is incredible. The devastation, likewise, they've never seen anything like it. But the spirit of the people is incredible. And honestly, Obama ought to get off the golf course and get down there.
Now, again, I've talked to Secret Service agents on air, former ones and others, and they say what's scary is at the White House or when you work for the Clintons as well, they're just trashy. They don't care about anything. So the Clintons stole the cutlery and the plates when they left in 2000. Remember that? I mean, who steals George Washington's plates? But it's just, they're criminals. And they just don't care. They think you're so stupid that any other president in modern history would go to a flood area. They just don't give a damn. Because they think they've got the mainstream media and they tune into that bubble and they think that's all that matters. But the truth is, the mainstream media has a 6% trust rate. The Associated Press did a big study this year. You guys are a joke. I mean, you're doing all this in front of everyone. Just like you keep claiming Trump's behind in the polls when the scientific polls show he's ahead. You know that. You know you changed the sampling rates to add 15% more Democrats and stuff like that. I mean, it's just crazy to watch the mismanagement because I always, thought things were more organized and focused. And people said, no, a lot of this is just ineptitude. And I'm telling you, more and more it is. They just don't give a damn. So what do you think about this? Donald Trump, tells Obama, get off the damn golf course. This is a leader. This is common sense. And now he's talking about unifying everybody. He's saying, I'm going to be the great unifier, not the great divider. And look how he's there unifying all these people. And Obama's putting out a memo about racism. Don't be racist to black people, in your aid that you give. And then there's all these helicopter pilots and people on winches, white guys and stuff saving people it's sick. It's totally sick. Watch live. Donald Trump asked black voters, what do you have to lose? And then there's another clip here. Era of division will be replaced with future of unity. And that was the big speech he gave today. So I'm done talking about this. It's a Friday night report we're shooting. We'll have more reports out tomorrow, Infowars.com. We need to really push this out there and just point out, is there any point of decency? Do you see how the Democrat areas are all the most poorest, dumbed down places with the government funding being cut off to you because they think they got you? They give you a damn Obama phone, and then a Mexican kingpin runs the whole deal and gets billions a year of taxpayer money, and then he buys the New York Times. Carlos Slim. See, we know all the connections. The general public doesn't. They're just like, oh, here's your phone. You have no future, but here's your Obama phone so we can contact you for polls or whatever. Infowars.com is where the revolution against tyranny is taking place. And I am just so proud of the fact that I'm associated with all of you out there that love liberty and freedom who are awake to what's going on. Tell me below in the comments about what you think. Spread this video to everybody you know and just hope that decency in the mainstream media and the establishment somewhere is rekindled because I'm honored to be associated with all the great patriots, every race, color, and creed out there that love freedom and Donald Trump and others. None of us are perfect, but we're real. But I'm also deep down ashamed that so many Americans in the media and the power structure are just such yes men. This is embarrassing. I'll be back this Sunday on the radio, 4 to 6 p.m. Central with a Sunday live show, and then the weekday show obviously comes up 11 a.m. on Monday. So I'll see you then. Thank you.